Sweet, sweet. There's a chat that's linked. Unless you're in one of these other channels.
Gym Monster 2 is an all-in-one design that covers 100% of strength workouts you can do in the gym. With a self-standing small footprint structure, you can set it up without any restrictions.
Let's see if we get any movement. Hopefully, yesterday, at like 45, there was a huge boost. I don't know if this is what you were talking about. I've been working on this. So basically, these are zones. It's a shorter time frame. And if you have any questions, there is a general chat linked to this voice channel. Or if you're on YouTube, I don't know. Or Twitch. Alright. Almost there. It didn't hit it yet. So we gotta be patient and see. The hell is the 50? Well, that's a big one. Still working out the kinks on this. Okay, from the top to the bottom. That would be the major one. Okay. Honestly, the signals were pretty damn good today. I just fucked up this morning. Whoa, what the hell did I do? Yeah, I just messed up this morning. So, like, right here, I'll go to my other one. It looked very bearish. The short signal appeared. I went to get in, and then, so the signal doesn't stick until the candle closes. I can make it so it does that, but I give some people that want to be aggressive to get in earlier. And that's what I did, because it looked like it wanted to sink. And then it ripped up, and then ripped down. I was getting thrown around a little bit. If I had more patience, I would have been okay. But these ones were all good. And then I finally realized that we were going to start piling down. So I made these okay. And then I made that too. And then soon as I got off, perfect signals. So annoying. So you can use this on any time frame too, which is kind of cool. But I need to figure out how to make it so it stays here also. I would have to change the option, or you could just wait for the candle to close. Soon as the candle closes, it stays. It doesn't go away. So it does not repaint at all. The only thing that it does is, if you want to be aggressive and it starts appearing, then you can enter. It's up to you. Or you can wait for the candle to close to see if it's going to stick. So then it did change right there. Sometimes you just gotta be patient, I think, for this to change on me. The signals? No. I mean, so 5 minute, you can do this. You can get a bias of the direction with the cloud and the signal. Yeah, these worked out, but sometimes there's too much news that will change this. So use it as your own discretion here. Now on the 1 minute, so say you look at the 5 minute and you see that you know, we have some downside here, right? Let's pretend that we weren't even up there yet. Let's pretend this is all we saw right here. So we can see that there's a red cloud, red candles. So let's look for short signals. Sorry if it confused you. So then you could have took these, even though orange means oversold. So, so have you looked at any of my videos? Do you have TikTok or anything? YouTube? It shows you how to do it over and over again, but I can show you real quick. So basically, you get a short. You can enter in the first when it starts to appear, or wait till it closes. Totally up to you. Now, when it's orange, means that it's oversold. Let me go over here. So this is a good one right here. So we get a short signal. Unfortunately, it turned yellow instantly. So you can get out instantly when you want. But this means that it's oversold and that it can start to reverse. And then we just rinse and repeat. So later on in the day, it gets harder, obviously. Any indicator later on in the day, because the volume starts to die down. So keep that in mind. Whatever style you end up picking or choosing, the end of the day makes it rough to choose to do. So let's say that this is a perfect world, right? We got a signal here, signal here, signal here, signal here. We hold it until the candles turn color, which means overbought or oversold, and a potential for reversal. The cloud is your zone to tell you where, if it's a downtrend. So red cloud, red candle, wait for a short signal. Your stop loss will be above the cloud. Usually I take a loss when the candle closes above the cloud. So see over here how it closed above the cloud? This is where I actually exited. I had a loss here, unfortunately. No, that wasn't it, but one of these I took a loss because it closed above the cloud, which means that it's going to have a directional change. It doesn't know what it wants, so it's best to stay out for a couple of minutes because it's going to show you something. And as you could tell, you can see that it got choppy. And then we started going up. Gray bars means do not trade. Means it does not know what the F it wants to do. It has no clue. So stop loss is usually when the candle closes above the cloud or behind the cloud. See how it never closed behind the cloud here? Same thing here. See how it went above the cloud but didn't close? It can go above, but it just can't close. And then we went all the way down. So you could have rode this entire thing for a win. Now, say you didn't take it out here, because I'm pretty sure this turned orange or yellow. If you didn't take it out here and you let this go all the way against you, right here is where you would have took your loss. And it still probably would have been a win, yeah. So that's because this candle closed above. Not the color. The color does mean that it went into an uptrend. But when the candle closed above, you could even say that this one closed above too. So it's more of a stop loss. Now, if you wanted to, some of the guys here that have this indicator, we'll look at the 5-minute cloud, and it'll tell you more of a better base on which direction we're traveling. And you can see that we went down. Now, if you wanted to use this on a 5-minute, it's totally up to you. I don't like it for signals. I like it for bias. But you can see that they kind of did work, right? It's just that the swings are very hard, you know. There's news. It's a very big, large drop. So that's why. So good signal is when is under cloud with short signal. Easy as this. Ready? So you have a red cloud on the 5. And that's totally up to you if you want to do that 5-minute thing. Red cloud. Red candle. Wait for a sell signal. Short. Take profit when it's orange or yellow. Totally up to you on your method, on what you want to do. If I see that it's really strong, I'll hold it for a bit. If I see like, oh, 2050s here, 250, which is a very strong psychological level, I'll hold it until here, and then I probably would have got out here. So yeah, red cloud, red candle, look for a short signal. Yeah, I mean, that's up to you. Totally up to you. Some people do use... You got to find your niche, you get what I'm saying? So some people will use this with their strategy also. So say you had a fair value gap here. Right? Fair value. And it starts going down. Unfortunately, the volume kind of died here, but let's try in the 5-minute. Let's see what it looks in the 5. So there you go. 5-minute worked pretty well here too. If you wanted, there's different ways of using this. You got to find your niche. But this week has been really rough. I don't know if you've been trading. This is really rough market for the past week. And I've been telling everybody this, that March is always a rough week. You blew 2 counts? Oof. Oh, you were the one that's saying that you passed really quick, right? I remember. I remember. If I forget, I apologize. I have so many people messaging me and stuff. But, so the 2 counts thing, so if you wanted to do, because Apex accounts are very cheap, right, in the beginning, but once you pass, you need to slow it down. You'll watch me. I'll use 1 contract, 2 contracts until I see how the market's reacting. So what we could have did here, what was this, yesterday? So we had a short here. I'm like, so I only took 1 contract here, right? Like, this was rough. And then there was news at 9:45. You would have been okay here. So then we waited. It got real choppy. Now at 10:15, you get your first buy signal. Now you wait for the second one. See this one? Oh, see, it's got real choppy again. It was really tough this week. I'm trying to show you good examples. This week has been really rough. But like last week, I made 10 G's. So, and I did it all live. Or 2 weeks ago. 1 week or 2 weeks ago. Last week I made 2 G's. The week prior I made 10,000. And I showed it in probably in the profit section. You can see how much I have. So once you pass, and if you just took these signals, honestly, you will be a winner. All you do is just stick. You got to stick to the rules. So most of the people have a psychology. Do you only trade live? What does that mean? But if you follow these signals and you just stuck it to a T, you're gonna win. You're gonna win. Now, I message everybody, if you have 2 wrong signals in a row, just stay out for like 10 or 15 minutes. Most of the time, everybody's going to get it chopped up. If you look at the best YouTubers today, go look at their profit this week. They're all red. I usually have TikTok. I have YouTube. I've been banned on TikTok for like 2 weeks. It's fucking really annoying me. I will trade when I'm at work because I have a career job, but I have 4 days off a week, so, and it rotates. So like this week I was live for 4 days. Next week I'll be live for 4 days, and then eventually it'll be like only 2 days a week. 2 days a week for a couple weeks. And then I will go into the indices section in Discord, and I'll try to talk to you guys there if you guys want to. Not everybody talking yet. I'm still growing the Discord. I was growing a lot, dude, and then TikTok just messing me up. It hasn't been very friendly to me lately. TikTok. I was growing like a monster. Twitch and YouTube, I'm just like a slow grind, dude. Very slow. But if you like fair value gaps, they're all over. All over. And eventually, when I get this indicator going for the pullbacks, you can start using them with never actually reached. You could start using them. I might actually try that. Maybe I'll pop a fair value gap thing. I can always try that. Which one do you use? Do you use a one that's good? I usually this looks actually pretty good. This one? Yeah, I'm gonna pop that one on. Let's see how it works. So, this is what I was trying to say. So now it's popping, but then it disappeared because you have to wait for the candle to close. But it's going right into this fair value gap, right? So if we were to reject that with a short signal, you could take it to the downside. And hopefully this updates, but this is the next potential area. Is right above that fair value gap is we start going into the Fibonacci's. But then if you go into the 1 minute time frame, we're above the fair value gap. Well, it's probably still forming, right? Yeah, it looks like it's still forming. But we clearly went right into this box. Now, if it breaks this low, we can take this sell order. I have it over here. I'm sorry. It only lets you... Ooh. And then I would just scalp it out like this. 2075. I know it's not much, but they add up pretty quick. And that was a really large candle. It might mess around a little bit here and then come back down. So you see how there's a short signal appearing with that fair value gap? So some people work it like that. It's a lot of different styles. I'm more of the 1 minute guy. Because the 5 minute, say Trump comes out here and talks and there's a short signal, it's going to completely just rip it. So you got to wait for this to close to get the signal. So maybe I got in too early. But we're right back into that fair value. Oh, it doesn't extend to the right? Or do you have to change that? Oh, extended boxes. Delete boxers after fill? Yeah, why not? So this will actually kind of passed above it. So this whole thing's a fair value gap. Which, I'm still kind of learning the fair value gaps. I've been trading for over 10 plus years, but it's something that is kind of newer to me. Like right now, where the hell is the rest of these? Dude, that's too much boxes for me. I'm gonna have to change that. 15 minute. Maybe the 1 hour. So it filled it, and now it's bumping back out. Let's see what the 5 minute ended up doing with the signal. So it turned green, so that's kind of scary. And maybe I would not take that at all. Maybe we're at the end of a trend. But yesterday I was looking at the charts and 346 is when it got juicy. Yesterday. Let's see what this does. Hopefully it drops a bit. I might take one out just because it kind of looks risky. 78. It should hit 78. And you can use this Fibonacci in any time frame. It's really working against me, huh? It's basically just low to high or high to a low, and it's a 60 to 78% pullback. It works because price is based off of emotions. So this right here, say this was the top. Most likely, if this was the top, it's going to pull back to the 61%, and people are going to buy around this area. Because psychology, we all think the same way. We might not like each other, but we all think exactly the same way. And this is where we feel comfortable, like our discount price to get in. It's kind of freaky on how things bounce off this area. But it's basically psychology just measured. Fibonacci is used all around the world for everything. It's just a swing low to a swing high. You see, Trump is speaking right now, so now we need to be nervous. Gotta be careful here. It just said, Trump, I'm going to go with tariffs on cars, going to be making special announcements on cars. Let's see if it pulls back. If not, we'll have to get out. Oof. What, Fibonacci? So like a swing low to a swing high. Or a swing high to a swing low. Pull back, now we're at the 61. It can go to the 78. And then you would look for your entry points. Let's see if this forms. I'm still working on this, remember. So now we got a buy signal. So this can go to the 78, and then you would wait for like your what did I say? Your candlestick pattern, whatever you want to short. Most of the time when it touches, I will sell the bottom. I really want this to form. I gotta change it. You keep opening it. What, this? Swing high to swing low. Now say this blasts up and it keeps going, then there might be a higher time frame that it's looking at. This is a Fibonacci right here, this red and blue here. I'll just show you how it's measuring it from the top to the bottom. Is how it's measuring this Fibonacci. I tried Power Hour. A7 here on Twitch wanted me to teach him a few things. I've been fucking banned on TikTok, so I haven't been getting many followers. The limelight is gone. Man, this is ripping. This is probably going to go up to 213s. Hopefully I'm not chasing it. I was green before and now I'm not. I don't know what to do anymore. I'm gonna try a different subsection tomorrow. See, I'm kind of giving money back right now. All these fair value gaps here. We need to blast through them more. Hopefully get to this 158. We should be okay. Oh yeah. It kind of looks like a reverse one, right? You know, I never actually looked into that, if that's a real thing. Do you know? You know, what if you're just special needs and you need to hold it that way? No, it's only the other way. I never actually looked at that to see if it could go the other way. But this looks double bottomish. So I wouldn't doubt if we start breaking above this, we're gonna start fucking ripping. Ripping. Now we can go back to the 1 and see if we get a buy signal. Oh, you don't know. I don't even know. I'm about to look that up. Can you reverse cup and handle? I'm thinking we're looking bullish though. That gamble bot? What is it? I see that it just says, on my end it says exclamation mark gamble all. Like, look, this needs to pull back, right? So if we were to go bigger from this top to the bottom, we're looking at two different areas here. A minimum, we're looking at this area. And then if it wants to continue cruise through, we're looking at this area for the Fibonacci. Channel points you get from watching. Oh. Yeah, I haven't gone that deep into it, to be honest with you, on Twitch. I should, though, because TikTok's fucking with me, so I need to start looking at this stuff. I've just been a little overwhelmed with some things, so I'm like, I'm trying to catch up. Just a degen at heart, but I would love to have bots that would answer you guys. Channel points you get from watching. I wonder if you just get it from Twitch. So we got that bounce off the fair value gap, and then we check the 1 minute. We're still waiting for a signal here. If we get a signal around this area, this is fucking mooning. Watch. Sorry I have two screens. I'm doing it because I don't want to clutter my shit up, especially if I'm trying to figure out this Fibonacci shit. No news. Got 4 minutes. Yesterday continues to rip yesterday. This looks like a huge double bottom though. Let's look at the RSI over here. Yeah, see how it's divergent? And then we start breaking it. I'm pretty confident this is going to spike. But it is end of the day, so sometimes it gets a little silly.
With Carfax, I was able to.
And we are at the 78, which is making me nervous. Now that I think about it. $78 is a 78% pullback. 21.24. The 61 and 78 is the most common. Even sometimes the 80% pullback works too. But it'll be short-lived. And if it blows above it, then it's completely wrong Fibonacci, and everybody's looking at a bigger one. Look, we're getting a buy signal. This can stay. We cruising. And then we would be most likely... Let me delete this. We would most likely be looking at a higher Fibonacci, which is up here, 213. This really isn't going to move at all. This is wild. 30 seconds left. I'm a little nervous on this one. I might have to do a fuck you candle stop loss. Oof. See, this is fucking wrong, bro. This is what I'm talking about. Ah! I shouldn't have traded. I shouldn't have fucking traded. I just lost $178. But I want... Thanks for the follow on Twitch. But I want to... Man, this is going to go back up, isn't it? So annoying. I was fucking green, and I gave it back. Actually, I was 194 down. And I was up $100, so that's $300 I just lost there. It's annoying. I knew better. I knew better. This fucking looks like it wants to break out, though. That's what's pissing me off. Apex, I just did $100 win and I walked away because I'm trying to get my 9 G's out of there. I took 2,000 Apex gave me last week. And then I'm working on my second 1,000 to come out. Dave, all the markets are going to be acting probably pretty weird to you. But basically, it's futures. So futures contracts, each tick down, depending on what you have. So this is a micro mini. A micro, that was, how many points was that? I got in a little high. So it was like 22 ticks. So futures is a little bit different. But I do trade gold futures. I do. Right here. But I trade the 1 minute, and this is telling me to buy. But you can see that it was kind of rough. But all my signals actually paid today. I just I'm getting shook out for some reason. I think it's my psychology a little bit, and the price action's still a little wonky. Like right now, I'm just fucking up. I'm giving money back right now. How does Apex trailing max drawdown work? So basically, I believe, so let's take $50,000 count for example. $2,000 is your trailing drawdown. So say I was up, I just started a new count, I'm up $300 and I didn't take profit yet. The $300, when I close it out, no. Say I don't close it out and the $300 comes all the way back and I break even at 0 and I close out. My stop loss now trailed my open profit. So if I was up $300 or $500, my trailing stop loss now followed that $300 or $500. It's unrealized profit. That's what it trails. It sucks, but that's how they make money. Those are just my signals. I don't care which way it goes, Dave. So if I reach 0, it blows the count. No, whatever your max gain for the day without closing. So say you're up $500, that is your max gain that's your max like ceiling. So now minus 2,000 from that. So it would be 50,500 minus 2,000. So I think that'll be 48.5, right? So that would be your new stop max DLL. Say you made another $500. It will be 1,000. Now your max loss for the day is 49. It will continue until you get to 3,000. Then after 3,000, anything above it, it doesn't trail anymore. So that's a good thing. You just got to grind it out. But once you get above that 3K, it's so much easier. So much easier. But they have a 30% rule, so you got to be careful about that. Meaning you don't hold your loss more than 30% when you go into a funded account. So say you have $3,000, you can't be more than $900 loss on one. You can't hold it past that. Ooh, you got the 300K account. Cool, as long as you stay cool and collective. When I get the 300K accounts, I put on like 15 contracts. So I go down just for psychology reasons. But yeah, if you're cool with that and you learn psychology, 300K account is the way to go for sure. But those on PA, when you're trying to pass the challenge, dude, I'll put like, that's when it gets really bad. And I'm like, shit, I'm just wasting time. And time is the real value, right? It still looks like it wants to blast up, dude. Yeah, the challenge. Well, the challenge, I'll slap like 15K contracts on it. It gets bad. Because you know that it's fake money and you got to pass it to start making money, right? So sometimes I'll get the smaller one so I don't do that. Because I know myself, like the gambling habits will come out. But once I get that live funded, I slow it down a bunch. I'll only do one contract in the beginning, and then I'll update. I'll progress and maybe add a couple more, like 3 contracts. If it's trending really well and I've been right, then I'll get aggressive. And that's when you start making some real money. But if you get aggressive right off the bat and it's one of these days, like this past week has been disgusting in fucking price action. It makes you want to just quit. Today, price action has sucked. It's been fighting. Like it should be going up right now. Price action style. But it's taking its time. And it's been doing this. It's been doing this. So you definitely need to get your psychology right. This is going to be dead. As soon as I go into profit, I'll be done. In gold, we have a small community. Everyone is a bit struggling this month. It's fucked up. Yeah. So I like gold. I like gold around the 6 p.m. area. Where's 1800? Sometimes you can get some nice follow throughs with my indicator. But dude, this was chop. Wow, this was choppy. Oh no, this isn't even it. Fuck. Sorry about that. So I love this around like 8 o'clock. It's usually really good moves. Okay, so then we got our short. Hold it until it turns orange and gold. Take profit. Wait for another signal. Stop loss is behind the cloud. And continue over and over again. This one maybe would have got out. Not sure. But once the candle closes above the cloud, you need to get out. It's changing directions. So there's a buy. That would have been good. Buy. Buy. Buy, 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 buy. And this definitely probably turned orange and yellow. And then it turned gray, which means it doesn't know what it wants to do. Then we get another short. So sometimes at nighttime, I'll trade gold. It moves very well. And in my opinion, gold in the daytime is good in the morning. And then after 11, it's fucking dead. Oh, and look, it's been dead all day. Got some buys now. So I like trading gold futures too. You can only trade till 5 p.m. You need to have them closed before 5 p.m. Eastern, New York. Then it's closed for an hour. All futures is closed for an hour, and then it opens back up at 1800 or 6 p.m. Eastern. This really sucks. I gave back the money. But Trump was speaking the entire time here. I should have known better. Handle on the cup. Oh, yeah, you're right. So, if we wanted to... Cup. Handle. Oh, nice, Dave. 7:45 to 10. Yeah, I really like the movement in between that time. How do I know Trump was speaking? Because of my news feed. I have like 5 screens, so... I've been liking Top Step X's market news feed. They're amazing. So let's see what happens here, because if he comes back here and does like a nice break above, then maybe we can start soaring. Correct. Well, I think that it's going to touch one more time, then it would go up. I don't know, we got a double bottom, right? A nice cup and handle finally.
Strength training now at a new level.
And then it should go up.
Gym Monster 2 is an all-in-one design that covers 100% of strength workouts you can do in the gym. With a self
Yeah.
structure,
Google's watching, bro.
restrictions. The cables are adjustable.
All right, A7. Later, bro.
High up to floor level. And a big screen and a sound system keep you laser focused and on track on your workout. With electric resistance motors, Gym Monster 2
Wow, they have a full thing on I just stopped working for Google. I think they want me back. Risk asset. Okay, 3 days of relative calm on Wall Street were broken with big tech driving major stock benchmarks. Low-rise fears about the impact of a trade war and the economy and inflation returned to dampen risk appetites. Following its longest winning streak since January, S&P 500 fell more than 1%. The slide was led by the Magnificent Seven group of mega caps. Nvidia and Tesla fell at least 5.5%. Okay, we already know all this. Trump will announce tariffs on the auto industry on Wednesday. Today is fucking Wednesday, right? The fuck? Trade wars sapping liquidity in U.S. stocks. I think if we just rough through this, it's going to be a very bullish market. So let's see here. See, I don't like it did that. It should be a much higher. We're going to slap 5 for the grand finale. if it breaks. It should rip up to at least 2120. I will be back live tomorrow on TikTok though. At 9:40, it says my band stops. I'm gonna try to go into the learn section instead of gaming. Maybe that'll change it. See, this is still wonky. Still wonky. Right into the fair value? Yep, okay. Now this should go. It's either 112 or 120. Probably shouldn't risk it too much, right? Does this thing stop fucking moving? I hate when it does this shit. Let's get back some of this fucking money. See, I needed to make this one too. This is my own indicator that I created myself. I'll link my Discord in here. You could join it. And then if you want to try that indicator, it is 30 days free. If you go in the section for VIP, it'll tell you how to get it, but it's wap.com, and you just look for, I'll link that too. $30 days free, and then after that, it is $49.95. I've been, debating if I want to make it cheaper. I don't think so. I made fucking 15 grand in 3 weeks live. So I'm like, if anybody's complaining about it, I get a little... I'm like, how? But everything you gotta take and put your new analysis on it. Sometimes things don't work too, so. Man, what is this? What is this gonna do? I am giving back a lot of money this afternoon. Come back up. But most of the times I do my signals only. And then yeah, you can use them on anything. I use them on the 1 minute time frame though. So keep that in mind. You can use it on a 5 minute, but use it more for bias direction, like the cloud. And then check my videos out. It explains exactly on how I use it. They're like 30 seconds long. They'll teach you in like a couple minutes. And you have a background in trading, so which is very good. But if you listen just to the signals itself and you do proper stop loss behind the cloud, you will do very well. Perfect. This will be perfect for you then. As long as it's got high volume during that time, it works very well. If you want, I can show you again the times that you trade, and then I'll 300 pips. Will that be like 30 ticks in futures? You don't even need the this is gonna tell you if you're wrong or right pretty damn quick. So your stop loss won't even be close to that. I was hoping to just get out of this. Because this is the next one down. This is really far. Oof, this is going against me, isn't it? And this Fibonacci one, I'm working thinks to follow. What, on gold? Let's see. So like this is a hyper scalper. So like these buys, I hold it until it's yellow, indicating that it's overbought and a potential reversal. It can continue up without me, but it's whatever. Like, you're not going to be able to get tops and bottoms all the time. But you can use this and just get out. And then you just repeat over and over again. Here's a buy. So this is already overbought, unfortunately. But my stop loss would be behind the cloud if the candle closes. Or I'll put a fuck you stop you loss, like down here. Same thing for the short. I got a short. I hold it until it's orange or yellow. Get out. This one would have been a loss, though. So yeah, this one would have been lost. But the market's really choppy, so everybody's getting chopped around lately. This looks like it wants to go up, though, on the gold. And then there's another buy signal there. And this Fibonacci will be available eventually. It's just really hard to code. Very hard. I'm trying. $12.45 UTC. Gray means that it's too choppy. Don't trade. Is this the right area you're talking about? Like, this is really hard to trade. So my indicator says, hey, don't trade, buddy. But in the morning when it's high volume, it gave really good signals. You would have been wrong here, though. You would have had one loss there. This would have been a win. Orange. Another win. But gold loves to trend in off hours. Would you say 7:45? So that would be like 18, 19, 20. So it was flat, and then at 8:30 we got a good signal. A couple good signals here. The last one might have been rough, but it switched and it warned you. It went to buy. And these would have been all great. And then this probably gets too late for you, but good signals here too. I think 4 hours for you. I mean, down here I got UTC4. I'm in Jersey, so Eastern time, if you need me to look up that way. Man, this needs to go the fuck up so I can get the fuck out of this trade. Definitely wants to do this. But it's been a rough few weeks. How long have you been trading for, Dave? Yeah, and you can use it on anything. As long as it has volume. It needs to have volume. Nothing is going to work if it has no volume. So gray means don't trade. It can usually tell you that it's, you know, not a good trade, but One and a half months. Just take your time, dude. Just take your time. I would say as long as you have the base, my signals are good. You just need a bias, because sometimes you need to know when you're wrong. Or if you just follow my rules, candle behind the cloud, get out. If it happens twice in a row, sit on your hands for a few minutes. Sit on your hands. March is the hardest month to trade in. Period. So two in a row wrong usually is a warning for my indicator that something isn't right. So yesterday, or no, let's say 2 days ago, there was like one signal and it was right. And the rest of the day there was no signals, and I feel like shit, I might have to close this if that stays. This doesn't repaint, it just stays, and the candle needs to close for the signal to stick. I leave it so you can be aggressive and get in, if you want to. It's totally up to you. Yeah, February I killed it. Beginning of March I actually destroyed it too. Literally, I think I made like 5K in February, and then the beginning of March I made like 10K. I just don't want to fucking hold this all the way down. I feel like it's going to be a winner. But a short, I should be getting in if it sticks. But what time of the day is it? It's 16:34, so signals aren't always right on low volume hours.
Searching for insurance. Mascots are all you see. Switch to NJM and see how we put policyholders first.
We'll see what happens here. Hoping this was the bottom. Let's see what this guy took. He took YM at 750. You only got 644. Yeah, Dave, I'll be live tomorrow if you want to check me out. Oh, I do both. I do Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. Tomorrow I'll be unbanned on TikTok at 9:40 a.m. Eastern. I've been having a hard time with TikTok. I don't know what to do. Literally, I was on for 2 minutes yesterday and I was banned. Now I don't know what's going on. Either I got some haters or what, but TikTok, I've been blowing up on TikTok. I've only been doing this for a couple of months streaming wise, but I've been trading over 10 years. I'm like, let's go to the next. Wow, this is really fucking me in the asshole. But if I could stay on TikTok, I get a nice following in there. But who knows if I'll get banned. I like when traders stream it, so you see that it's... Dude, I've been doing it all live. That 10K I was saying was all live. But I don't know why TikTok is abusing me. Well, before I got on, because I wasn't going to get on any longer today. Damn, 384? I'm getting fucking raped. I was up $100. I decided to trade to show this other guy what's up. Hopefully this blasts up. So I can get out. Dance during trading? Yeah, I guess so. I keep emailing, they're not answering me. I got banned last week. I emailed them and they finally said that you actually didn't do anything wrong. And then they gave it back to me and I'm like, what the fuck? Drive me crazy. But I was growing so much in there, I probably lost like 2,000 followers just by in the past 2 weeks. And then TikTok and YouTube is slow, very slow. I can't get it. I can't get myself known. I'll just keep doing it every day because it doesn't really matter to me. I mean, I'm trying to sell my indicator at the same time. It's just another avenue of income for me. I don't depend on it, but I want my work to be paid for, obviously, and my time. Some people ask me, why do I trade it if I do well? Well, because I'm fucking greedy. I'm greedy. I need another avenue of income. Yeah, I think it's alright. I'm still up in the air if I want to keep it the same price as $49.95. Because some people leave just because of the price. Some people love it. I keep doing a poll and everybody says keep it the price it is. I'm hoping to get up here. I should have closed in profit here. No way, really? Is he good? 2 days a week or just 2 days out of the month? See, I wouldn't pay for that. So I'm trying to stream as much as I can, but sometimes my career job gets in the way. So I can only do it like, well, my schedule rotates. So sometimes I'll be on 4 days a week. Like this week I'm on 4. Next week I'll be on 4 again. But then it starts doing the down 3, 3, and then 2, 2, and then it'll start going back up to 3, 4 a week. Okay. So sometimes it does do that, but I figured streaming to show you how to use it, and then when I'm not on it, you can use it yourself also. And I will be chatting in Discord when I'm not streaming. I just gotta get bigger, that's all. I promise you, if you use this indicator though, and don't tell any of your followers and you call it out, you're gonna look like God mode. But you gotta make sure it's trending right. Sometimes it is wrong, so. Sometimes I'll trade gold right around that time that you said, just to get me a base for the next day. So I could be more aggressive. Man, this thing is just dead. I feel like it's going to come back down. Alright, we're going to get out. Because I see it coming down. If this closes above, though, I'm gonna stop trading because I feel like I'm just giving money back. Yeah, I agreed with those hours. Man, I just got out and it fucking backed up. March has been hard. I'll usually deliver. So that short signal is stuck. My stop loss will be if this closes above the cloud. What, in March? March is a lot of earnings, a lot of actual taxes of larger companies. They do it later on after January. It takes a long time for them to do it, the big companies. And a lot of people don't understand that. So they're moving shit around. They're not making money moves. So it gets real choppy. Everybody's blaming Trump, but if you trade and every year, you'll see that March is just a terrible month to trade. I usually like the beginning of March. It's the second half of March that sucks. And then sometimes April, the beginning of it sucks too. See, this fucking closed above. I'm giving back too much. I think I'm gonna stop. Yeah, $400. Jesus. So I gave back $500 when I was gonna be right anyway. All right, I'm going to get off, brother. I'll be on tomorrow. Stick around. Hang out. You don't even have to buy me indicator. I don't really care. I'd rather you watch me do it first for a little bit. Maybe I'll hop on tonight
during that time.
I'll hit you up if I do. Just to look at gold. All right, dude. Later.